Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. I'm not sure he got every bit of that 3-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. 11 feet away. Nah, that's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is. More fun now from Pete Dye here at the par 4 12. This is the widest fairway on the golf course, but then it is one of the narrowest approaches.
Yeah, it's also the start of two very important par 4s here at Kiawah Rich, because the drive here and 13 has to be spot on. This one has bunkers, but both second shots will have water in play.
Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second. We turn to Notah Begay III for this look at birdie.
And he let quite a few opportunities slip through the cracks on the front side, so he'd love to take advantage here.
That one just going to sneak on by. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll stay right where he is. The 13th is a tough one, no two ways about it. Par 4 at 497 yards. That lagoon that came into play near the green on 12, well, it's now a canal that borders the entire length of this 13th. The left side, no bargain either, with 4 deep pot bunkers greeting those who play a little too conservatively. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Frankie should be pretty good by now. He's been in quite a few bunkers today.
I've lost count, Rich, but well, I guess every now and again you got to give the bunker player a workout.
Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand. And that race is right on by. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And that's going to drop him back down to 6 over.
Par 3 14th hole, and this one is a stunner, isn't it?
It looks good, but it's not much fun to play. When you look down there, you might as well be hitting on the top of a pyramid. And look at the way it falls off, down to that sandy area on the left, a good 10 feet below. If you finish up short, it's going to roll the way back to the tee box that way. Good 10 feet short. If you miss it on the right, well, that's about 10 feet below the level of the putting surface. I'm not even going to talk about the back of the green. Please, please, hit the green.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
Frank, how hard is the up and down from this spot?
Rich, the numbers don't lie. The best players in the world barely get it up and down 50% of the time from here. So that's the odds. Don't think they're stacked in your favor.
21-foot putt set to go.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And he'll slide a bit further here to 7 over par. On to the 15th, a par 4 at 466 yards. Plenty of room in the fairway off the tee, making this definitely a second shot hole. Because trust me, you do not want to miss left and find yourself in a waste area you need a ladder to get in and out of. And that will do just fine. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. Good clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. A look at birdie here at 15.
And if you've ever used a putting mat as a holiday gift, this is the putt. Slightly up a hill and dead straight.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll hold steady at 7 over par. Normally you look at par 5s as definite scoring holes. You may want to think twice about that here at the 16th. It can oftentimes play longer than it's listed, 581 yards. The defining feature is the incredibly deep bunker left of the green. Anything down there is a bogey or worse waiting to happen. This one turning left a bit off the tee.
In this game, it pays to have a convenient memory. Anything in the past, forget it. Just keep hitting shots like that. Well done.
Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning.
Third shot, looking for a good one.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
for such a short chip shot. And now a long putt for par.
Oh, right on line all the way. It is a par here at 16. And he'll remain right where he is. Now to one of the most famous holes in recent major championship golf, the 17th, the par 3. And Frank, I don't want to plant seeds of doubt, but when I stare at this hole with the water, I'm thinking about disaster and calamity. It's all right there, isn't it?
It's all happened here, Rich. This hole has a memory. The first time we ever saw it on TV was in the 1991 Ryder Cup, and it was the deciding hole. So many of the best players in the world actually found water. For example, even just this finish. Remember Colin Montgomerie playing Mark Calcavecchia? Colin Montgomerie finished bogey, bogey, double bogey, bogey, and won all 4 holes. But this one, you just try and survive.
This is a 19-foot putt. Oh, yeah, worth an exhale there. That's a good par save here at 17. And he'll stay right where he is. It's always fun, isn't it, to play a hole that oozes history. This 18th has it all. Go back to the 1991 Ryder Cup, and then the wild scene, the finish, the 2021 PGA Championship. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot. Oh, no, just appeared to be befuddled by the break there. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to drop him all the way down to 8 over par. For the golfer we had our eye on, no other way to say it, Frank, just not a EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Ocean Course at Kiawah Island, it's live second-round coverage of the Carolina Open. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Taylor Pendrith is your leader. He's currently at 5 under. As for our featured golfer, a rough Thursday round means today could very well be the end of the line this week. Yeah, that's a beauty there to get this second round underway. Now, from just under 100 yards, he'll stare down his second. he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
He has a 12-footer here. Nope. Okay, it's a bogey here at first. And he'll continue his slide. He is at 9 over par. Frank, looking out onto that marsh, no doubt there are alligators roaming around. So it's a good time to remind our players that this is where they decide how much of that marsh they want to bite off with the tee shot here.
Yeah, I don't really advise biting too much off, Rich. This is almost an S-shaped par 5. I mean, there's a long run up down that right side. So basically anything in a straight line, a good tee shot, still going to be able to reach.
And that's going to play just fine. So after the early bogey, the response is a solid tee shot here at the second. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
That will be quite a challenge from there to get away with his par.
If he can make this, I'd just take it and run to the next hole.
Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And that's going to move him all the way down to plus 10. Up next, the 390-yard par 4 third, where you stand on an island-like tee, driving across the marsh to an extremely wide fairway. You have to be precise on your approach here because of the elevated tabletop green. Miss the putting surface, and par is a challenge. That's going to be up the left-hand side. All right, in the fairway. Down on the course, let's check in with Notah Begay III.
119 to the hole. Pin is in the far back portion of the screen. Gap wedge just a touch offline. It's going to miss left.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll remain at plus 10. Well, Frank, this is the hardest hole on the outward 9. What makes it so difficult?
It's dead flat, Rich. There's very little that you can see off the tee, so you have a blind tee shot with a big carry. As that ball bounces into the rough, first fairway missed today.
Now his second at the par 4 fourth. Ooh, that's where the wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble. Not going to be easy. This from 7 feet. Didn't trust the read there, and that's going to cost him. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And he's going to fall even further below par. Here we are now at the first par 3 on the course, 207-yard fifth. Massive green will entice you, but be careful. If you're on the wrong part of the putting surface, a 2-putt will be a challenge. Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface. Now this for birdie.
And not a particularly demanding putt here. Maybe slightly down an incline, but it is dead straight.
That one just going to sneak on by. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And that's going to keep him right where he is. Heading back toward the clubhouse, now we find the par 4 sixth hole at 490 yards. Right-handed golfers want to play this right to left to give themselves a good look at this green, where the lone major concern is the bunker short and left. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. That is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. So that one, Frank, came out way too hot.
Just goes to show what happens when you don't find these greens in regulation. Now, he's looking at 2 putts, maybe 3 from where he is.
Slow down. Okay, that'll run about 4 feet by. Well read. That's in for a bogey 5. And that's going to drop him even further down the leaderboard. Second par 5 here on the front side. Frank, you don't make 4 here, I think you're losing ground to the field.
I'd agree with you, Rich. The biggest thing here is just a solid tee shot, because it's going to be within reach with a good tee shot. If you didn't hit your best, then you have to be careful with those trees up on the right side by the green. I've caught a few people out over the years. There's certainly a lot of different ways to play a par 5. Going to have to figure out the best way to play this par 5 using 3 shots to reach the green.
Now, from just under 300 yards, a second from the fairway at the par 5. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in a really good position here on the par 5. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Got it there, but not quite on target. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. They say long is rarely a good miss at the Ocean Course. Never is that more evident than here at the par 3A. It is another elevated green where anything that skips over the back will leave a semi-blind shot out of a deep waist area.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Yeah, the green just didn't want to hold that one. That'll run off into the short grass. So after escaping the bunker, this a third try at getting on this par 3.
Had to take the boxing gloves off on that one. No touch whatsoever, and this is a long, long putt coming back.
This is a good-sized putt, 27 feet away.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. Okay, this par 3 shows its teeth. It is a double bogey. And with it, he's going to fall even further down this leaderboard, well above par. Hole number 9 here at the Ocean Course is a long par 4 at a robust 514 yards. Flat lies difficult to find anywhere from the rolling fairway to the undulating green. A 4, that's a great way to finish out this front side.
It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe 2. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Man, he can't believe it. What else could go wrong? Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he's going to fall even further below par.
Here we go, making the turn, par 4, 10th hole. And Frank, what's in front of the player right now?
I prefer to see this hole, Rich, as a slight dogleg left to right. Then that way it takes out the temptation to mess around with that right side. Nothing wrong with hitting a little left of center. The hole will still open up. I know I've got to hit it across the bunker, but there's nothing wrong with that.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Yeah, that one came out hot, tough to judge sometimes, coming out of the sand, and that winds up well beyond the flag. No, didn't get that out there far enough, and it winds up sliding by to the right. Well, not to be. That'll hit just past the hole.
Time to move on to the next hole.
We arrive here at the 593-yard par 5 11. Off the tee, it is imperative to miss the sand areas on the right side. On the second shot, best to lay up to the right, taking the waist area on the left side out of play. Do that, and you'll have a good chance at a good score.
It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe two. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
That is not the spot to be.
Been there, done that. It doesn't feel good, especially when they're just short little shots around the green. It feels terrible.
And that will scoot on by and leave a lengthy putt there for his double.
But too lengthy, in my opinion. You've got to stop that ball closer to the hole.
Yeah, that's good putt, but it is for a double bogey 7. And that's going to drop him even further down the leaderboard. Next up, the par 4 12th at 484 yards. The fairway here is one of the most generous on the course, but the closer you get to the hole, the more that lagoon and bunker start to make their presence felt. And that one gonna be into the bunker off the tee.
All right, Frank, second shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good lie. Just take maybe half a club more than the distance allowed. Still got to check the wind. Don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here.
Well, I know I'm paid to talk, but there's not really much to say about that. Best to just move on to the next shot.
Now a 7-footer.
Good putt there. It's a bogey 5 here at the par 4. And with it, he's going to fall even further down this leaderboard, well above par.
2021 PGA Championship. This par 4 13th hole was a nightmare for a number of players, including Louis Oosthuizen and the eventual champion, Phil Mickelson. What makes it so hard, Frank?
There's nothing comfortable on this hole, Rich. It's actually one of my favorite holes. And one of the reasons why, you see the sort of sandy bunkery area there on that left side, all perfectly in play for a tee shot. So now the decision is, do I hit it short of them? If I do, I have a longer second shot. Do I challenge them? Well, if I don't find the fairway, now I'm in bigger problems. And that's just the tee shot. The second shot, that water laps almost right up to that right edge of the green. I think it's a great par 4.
Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, there's really not a lot to this one. Slight break from right to left, also slightly down the hill. Fancy his chances.
Oh, man. Boy, it's been one of those days. You think the golf guys are against you. Okay, that's going to be finished off for his bogey, and he's going to fall even further below par. The par 3 14th, one of the most beautiful holes on the ocean course, but also one of the most treacherous at 238 yards. Miss the green here, and you could easily be staring at bogey or worse. Yeah, that breeze giving players fits, and this time it pushes his tee shot into the rough left of the green. Oh, well, you hate to give one back on a putt like that. That one safely in for a bogey. And that's going to drop him even further down the leaderboard. The 15th is a par 4 at 466 yards. The landing area is a little more benign than some of the other par 4s on the course, but missing left up near the green is where the score could really start to add up. That ball wound up being pushed left by the wind, and it is going to wind up in the bunker. Ooh.
I can't sugarcoat it, but it's been a mash around the greens all day today.
Okay, not a bad recovery from out of the sand, and a chance, maybe, to limit the damage to one drop shot. Okay, no further damage. It's a bogey 5. And with it, he's going to fall even further down this leaderboard, well above par.
Final par 5 of the day here at the Ocean Course is the 16th. Frank, this was a pivotal hole down the stretch of the 2021 PGA Championship.
It certainly was reachable in the right conditions, but you look at that fairway, even though it's wide, it's split in two sections. The right side is the flat side and the top side. The left side of this fairway, it all runs down to the hill. Got to be a little lucky, but good looking hole. That green sitting up on the top of the hill as well with huge sandy area on the left. So if anything, just respect the right side when you're coming into this par 5 green. But remember, you are playing a great par 5.
Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5.